Hello, I'm Corey, and I'll be narrating Waterloo Road Season 12, Shocking Secrets and Teen Mayhem. The 12th series of the British television drama series Waterloo Road commenced airing on 16 May 2023 and concluded on 27 June 2023. The show follows the lives of staff and pupils of the eponymous secondary school in Greater Manchester while tackling a range of social issues. Topics covered in this series include the cost of living crisis, teen homelessness, racism, bulimia, being LGBTQ+, mental health, behavioral problems, young carers, gay fostering and adoption, elitism, knife crime, ADHD, and the prioritization of academic subjects over the arts in schools. Waterloo Road Season 12. Shocking Secrets and Teen Mayhem. In February 2023, following the conclusion of the 11th series, cast members Angela Griffin and Kim Marsh revealed that they were back filming on the set of the show. On 18 April 2023, the BBC confirmed that Waterloo Road would return in May 2023 and would contain 7 episodes. Waterloo Road Season 12. Shocking Secrets and Teen Mayhem. Stories from the show's previous series were continued into this series as part of the characters' ongoing development. The fallout from Danny Lewis, Adam Adu bringing a knife into school and stabbing local gangster Vinnie McCullen, Jason Milligan, in self-defense is a major focus, impacting several characters including music teacher Valerie Chambers, Shauna Shim, Danny's guardian who hid the weapon from the police, his new girlfriend Samia Chowdhury, Priyasasha Kumari, and teacher Kim Campbell, Angela Griffin, who must prevent the other pupils from glorifying Danny's actions. Additionally, Kim's storyline features her struggling to maintain order at Waterloo Road in the wake of past events following a betrayal by her former lover and deputy head Lyndon King, Vincent Jerome, which almost caused her to lose her job. Kim's arc will see her reconnect with old flame Andrew Treneman, Jamie Glover, who last appeared in the show's 4th series. Discussing the relationship between the two characters, Glover stated that, "For Andrew, I think Kim is probably the most important person in his life. Because of their history, there's been a reticence to get back in touch with her because it's maybe too painful for both of them to stir things up, but in the end, the pull is inevitable." Jerome also talked about the impact of the previous series on Lyndon, explaining Lyndon had his identity completely stripped from him. Everything he thought he knew about himself was proved wrong, him as a teacher, him as a colleague, him as a father, and him as a husband. In the middle of all of that is Kim, and talked about how the character will be trying to make amends with her. Pupil Preston Walters' Noah Valentine features as part of several key storylines. Following their kiss last series, Preston continues to grapple with his sexuality as he considers going public about his relationship with Kai Sharif, Adam Ali, and continues his struggle with an eating disorder. The Walters family's financial struggles continues to be explored, as Nikki, Kim Marsh, resorts to desperate measures in order to keep herself and her children from becoming homeless and keeping food on the table. Kelly Jo Rafferty's Alicia Ford behavioral problems continue to receive focus this series, as the conflict between Nikki and her mum Debs, Holly J. Bowes, gets in the way of her battle to receive an ADHD diagnosis. Following the death of his wife in the previous series, Daunt Charles Adam Thomas continues his journey through grief and begins to consider the possibility of moving on to a new relationship, something which causes strains his relationship with daughter Izzy, Scarlett Thomas, and his colleague Amy Spratt, Catherine Pierce. The series increases its focus on Deputy Head Joe Casey James Baxter by expanding his home life, with a greater spotlight on his relationship with Mike Rutherford, Ryan Clayton, and their foster sons Dwayne Thapilo Ray and Zane Jackson Inathai Razani. Baxter expressed his excitement at this development, stating, "I think we were both really looking forward to having more to do and also exploring the family dynamic a little bit more. From my point of view, there was a bit of trepidation with wanting to get it right and not wanting to drop the ball." Similarly, Clayton explained that it's interesting to explore the family dynamic because there's a lot of dilemmas going on there with the characters. You'll see what Mike's position is about fostering Dwayne and Zane and taking them on, how that works throughout the series and the challenges that come with that, and noted that he and Baxter did a lot of research around the adoption process in preparation for the storyline. Dwayne's character is also involved in a rivalry storyline with new pupil Miles Massey, Ocean Morgan. Discussing his character, Morgan explained, "If I had to describe Miles in 3 words, I'd say calculated, misunderstood, and alpha, but in capital letters. His ego is through the roof," and predicted that fans would absolutely despise him. The character of Shola Aku Chayamaka Uleber also features in a prominent young carer storyline beginning in the 4th episode, when it is revealed that she has been looking after her mother, who suffers from fibromyalgia. Waterloo Road Season 12. Shocking Secrets and Teen Mayhem, the 12th series of Waterloo Road and second since the series' revival in January 2023, features a cast of characters working at and attending the eponymous fictional high school set in Greater Manchester. All of the cast members from the previous 11th series reprise their roles in this series. Angela Griffin stars as Kim Campbell, current headteacher at Waterloo Road, alongside Vincent Jerome and James Baxter as deputy headteachers Lyndon King and Joe Casey, respectively. Additional faculty members include Shauna Shim as music teacher Valerie Chambers, Neil Fitzmaurice as history teacher Neil Guthrie, Rachel Leskovac as head of English Coral Walker, and Catherine Pierce as newly qualified early careers teacher Amy Spratt. Other staff at the school include Joe Coffey as Wendy Whitwell, Kim's personal assistant, Adam Thomas as caretaker Daunt Charles, Kim Marsh as canteen worker Nikki Walters, and Sonia Ibrahim as school social worker Jamila Omar. Ryan Clayton, who appeared in the first episode of the 11th series as Joe's partner Mike Rutherford, returns this series when he is assigned as Waterloo Road's allocated police officer. Among pupils, Adam Abou appears as Danny Lewis, who moved in with Val during the previous series, Adam Ali as his best friend Kai Sharif, and Priyasasha Kumari as his love interest Samia Chowdhury. Noah Valentine stars as Preston Walters, with Summer Violet Bird featuring as his sister Tanya. Alicia Ford appears as their cousin Kelly Jo Rafferty, while Francesco Piacentina-Smith appears as her boyfriend and school troublemaker Dean Weaver. Scarlett Thomas returns as Izzy Charles, Daunt's daughter, while Ava Flannery appears as Lyndon's daughter Verity. Thapilo Ray and Anathai Razani feature as Dwayne and Zane Jackson, the foster children of Joe and Mike. Other returning students include Liam Scholes as Noel McManus, Lucy Aliner Beg as Kaz Williams, Chayamaka Uleber as Shola Aku, Sahil Ismailkil as Norala Sayed, and Randy Adjir as Millie Adebjo. On 18 April 2023, the BBC revealed that former cast member Jamie Glover would reprise his role as Andrew Treneman, Kim's former colleague and old flame, who is now working as a representative of the Schools Against Knife Crime Initiative, and is sent to Waterloo Road following the events of the 11th series' final episode. New characters introduced in the 12th series include Ocean Morgan as Miles Massey, a transfer student from a prestigious football academy, and Jenny Platt as his mum Rose Massey, who sits on the school's board of governors. Paul Baisley debuts as Ramesh Chowdhury, Samia's father and the chair of governors at Waterloo Road, while Jakiwa features as Lisa Jackson, mother of Dwayne and Zane, who is a recovering alcoholic. Alwyn May and James Quinn appear in the 5th episode as Ofsted inspectors, Mrs. Doubleday and Mr. Cribbins, respectively. Holly J. Bowes returns as Kelly Jo's mother and Nikki's sister Debs Rafferty, having previously appeared in 2 episodes of Series 11. Waterloo Road Season 12. Shocking Secrets and Teen Mayhem, the 12th series debuted on 16 May 2023 at 8 p.m. on BBC One and will air weekly. Following the broadcast of the first episode, the 6 remaining episodes were also made available to watch immediately on BBC iPlayer. Waterloo Road Season 12. Shocking Secrets and Teen Mayhem on 18 April 2023. The BBC also confirmed that the Waterloo Road podcast series, hosted by Adam Thomas and Priyasasha Kumari, would return for Series 12, with the BBC confirming that the podcast series would build up to the new series, and that it would continue to shine a light on the behind-the-scenes of Waterloo Road. Waterloo Road Season 12. Shocking Secrets and Teen Mayhem. Angela Griffin as Kim Campbell, headteacher James Baxter as Joe Casey, deputy head and languages teacher Ryan Clayton as Sergeant Mike Rutherford. School security officer Joe Coffey as Wendy Whitwell, PA to headteacher Neil Fitzmaurice as Neil Guthrie, history teacher Vincent Jerome as Lyndon King, deputy head and science teacher Rachel Leskovac as Coral Walker. Head of English Kim Marsh as Nikki Walters, school canteen worker Catherine Pierce as Amy Spratt, Early career English and drama teacher Shauna Shim as Valerie Chambers, music teacher Adam Thomas as Daunt Charles. School caretaker Jamie Glover as Andrew Treneman, head teacher of St. Mary's School and a former colleague of Kim's. Waterloo Road Season 12. Shocking Secrets and Teen Mayhem. Adam Abu as Danny Lewis, Noah Valentine as Preston Walters, Alicia Ford as Kelly Jo Rafferty, Adam Ali as Kai Sharif, Priyasasha Kumari as Samia Chowdhury, Francesco Pius and Tina Smith as Dean Weaver, Liam Scholes as Noel McManus, Lucia Leaner Begg as Kaz Williams, Summer Violet Bird as Tanya Walters, Scarlett Thomas as Izzy Charles, Ava Flannery as Verity King, Thapilo Ray as Dwayne Jackson, and Athe Razani as Zane Jackson, Chayamaka Ulabar as Shola Aku Sahil, Ismail Kil as Norala Sayed, Randy Adjir as Millie Adebio, Ocean Morgan as Miles Massey. Waterloo Road Season 12. Shocking Secrets and Teen Mayhem. Sonia Ibrahim as Jamila Omar, school social worker Paul Baisley as Ramesh Chowdhury, Jenny Platt as Rose Massey, Jason Milligan as Vinnie McCullen, Holly J. Bowes as Debs Rafferty, Jack Ashton as Lenny Sampson, Jakiwa as Lisa Jackson. Alwyn May as Mrs. Doubleday, Episode 5, James Quinn as Mr. Cribbins, Episode 5. The drama in Waterloo Road Season 12 explodes with shocking secrets and teenage mayhem.